Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. Wanted to talk through just basically off of the VA's website information regarding the post 9/11 GI Bill and just throw out a couple things for you to think about along the way. So please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I really, really appreciate it. Every thumbs up helps and every minute watch does as well. Thank you so much. All right, so let's jump into this. So the post 9/11 GI Bill is a great tool to help you reach your educational goals. Now, let's look at this a little bit differently for 1 second. What if you utilize the post 9/11 GI Bill for your employment and earning goals? Right? Because really that's what it is. At the end of the day, you want to be able to make enough money to be able to work, ideally, the shortest period possible, that you could then turn around and ideally retire or semi-retire, is kind of the goal, right? Now, the world has changed dramatically over the last, 10, 15 years or so. And quite frankly, the four-year institution may not always be the right path for you. Now, if it is, it is. Look, if you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, whatever. If you need to have certain benchmarks met and check marks next to it, of course. Now, on that note, with the post 9/11 GI Bill, there are many institutions of higher learning available to you. If you wanted to be something specific, like a lawyer, a doctor, a teacher, right, where you need to have these certain degrees in place, you want to make sure that the school you're going to helps you get to that path. There are some schools out there that may offer doctorate degrees, educational doctorate degrees in psychology or whatever, but they're not going to help you become a psychologist. And that's because the way that they are accredited, okay? So there are schools that are nationally accredited and regionally accredited, and for whatever reason, it's kind of backwards. You would think national is bigger, but really it is a lower level versus the regionally accredited. Regionally accredited schools would be like your state universities and so forth. So take a look at the school. Make sure that the school is accredited in the proper accrediting realm, whether it's national or regional. Again, regional would be the more stringent and would often lead to those more, I guess, curriculum-focused employment routes, right? Doctor, lawyer, teacher, those things, right? Those would need to have a regionally accredited school. Now, if you just need to have a degree because you're doing business management or something like that, and it's just good on your resume, a nationally accredited school may work just fine. So keep that in mind as well. Now, let's say that the four-year institution is not the way that you need to go, and you think, well, hey, look, I can make a lot of money doing something else. I'm going to give you a great example here. The Automotive Dealership Institute is a great additional option for folks. That option is a 1-month program that sets you up to go into automotive finance, becoming a finance manager. Now, it's not necessarily automotive. However, that's the primary place, right? Would be the automotive industry as the finance manager, doing the last checks and balances, make sure the person gets the loan, all that stuff. Now, in addition, they also utilize those same attributes at motorcycle dealerships, off-road equipment, let's say tractors, RVs, anything like that. You would be able to utilize that same skill. It's a 1-month program, runs you through it, helps you get the job placement. Cool, right? You're landing the job, depending obviously what state you're in and what area you're in is going to have a big difference. But I would say on average, you're looking at over $100,000 per year. If you're in a high cost area, who knows, right? It could be $200,000 a year. I had friends in that industry. I did mortgages back in the day for about 10 years, 10, 12 years, did mortgages. And I had some buddies that were finance managers for auto dealerships, and they were doing very well. So just something to consider. And with that, I'm going to jump into just some of the information on the VA site regarding post 9/11 GI Bill. All right, so post 9/11 GI Bill, or Chapter 33, the post 9/11 GI Bill helps you pay for school or job training. If you've served on active duty after September 10th, 2001, you may qualify for the post 9/11 GI Bill. Find out if you can get this benefit. It moves on here. You may be eligible for education benefits if you meet at least one of these requirements. At least one of these must be true, and there's 4 bullet points. You served at least 90 days on active duty, either all at once or with breaks in service on or after September 11th, 2001. You received a Purple Heart on or after September 11th, 2001, and were honorably discharged after any amount of service. Or you served at least 30 continuous days all at once without a break in service on or after September 11th, 2001, and were honorably discharged with a service-connected disability. Or you are a dependent child using benefits transferred by a qualifying veteran or service member. There's a notation here, states, if you're a member of the reserves who lost education benefits when the Reserve Educational Assistance Program ended November 15th, or November 2015, you may qualify to receive restored benefits under the post 9/11 GI Bill. Now, I'm also going to throw in there that the Supreme Court just ruled with, I'm going to call it dual utilization of your Montgomery GI Bill and your post 9/11. So if you actually qualified for both because you made the bridge, right? That is something to consider and keep an eye on. The VA hasn't made any formal announcements yet, but I'm sure that it will be coming down the pipe here soon. All right, so moving on. What if I qualify for other VA educational benefits too? All right, so you can use only one education benefit for a period of service. You'll have to choose which education benefit you would like to use. Now, again, this is going to be some stuff with the Supreme Court case here. So the VA's website still says if you choose to use post 9/11 GI Bill instead of Montgomery GI Bill active duty, you can't switch at a later date to use the Montgomery GI Bill. If you decide to use the post 9/11 GI Bill, we'll refund you part or all of the payments you made into Montgomery GI Bill. So, interesting. Now, let's also think about this. Sometimes getting started is sometimes the issue. You can reach out to your educational institution of choice. Let them know. You can talk to their admissions folks, ask them for a VA. Do they have a VA person, certifying official? They'll get you in contact with them. They'll help you. Believe me, they want your business. They will help you figure it out. So you could talk with the school first. Let them know, hey, I'm a veteran. I have post 9/11 GI Bill. So you could talk directly with the college or university, or like I said, the Automotive Dealership Institute as well. So they all have a VA accrediting person that you could reach out to. I know that the Automotive Dealership Institute, they accept post 9/11 GI Bill. They accept VRNE, Veterans Readiness and Employment. So just another avenue. So moving on here, how many total months of VA education benefits can I get? You may be eligible to get a maximum of 48 months of VA education benefits, not including Veteran Readiness and Employment. So Veterans Readiness and Employment would increase your number of months. Barring that, 48 is the maximum. And with that, we'll go ahead and end it there. Just wanted to throw out to folks that you have options and really think about what your goals are. Are my goals to get a job that I want, that I can make a good living at, or is my goal to just simply get a degree? Be mindful of that and go down the appropriate route for your end goal of what you really want to do. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.